What's up, y'all? Y'all know what's going down today. Today, we are going to be talking about how to create clip art using ChatGPT 4.0, as well as making greeting cards with it with nice scenery backgrounds, right? Because we all know everybody love a greeting card. So I'm going to show y'all how I got to this level. And I love this card. Is giving very much in Paris, luxury vibes, and I'm feeling it. So, y'all know I'm here to give y'all a walkthrough step by step on how I'm able to create these greeting cards and just giving y'all some inspo. So, you want to stay to the end so you can go ahead and get the desired look that you like, even if it's not the same type of background, but I want you to be able to do the same thing. All right. So the first thing you want to do is head over to Printify, right? And the reason why you want to start here is because you can use any type of print on demand, or you could print it off yourself at home, right? If you do printing at home. But let's say you want to outsource it, print on demand. A print on demand is essentially a company that will print your stuff on demand. It sounds exactly like what it does. And Printify is a pretty popular place to where they'll print some greeting cards for you and you can mail them out and send them out, right? So you could go ahead, you could upload these to your own website or different types of stuff. So what I like to do is go to catalog and you're going to go ahead and go over to postcards. So when you're on postcards, you have three, four, like you have a postcard bundle, you have different options. And it tells you, right? You get greeting cards in 8, 16, 24, 1, 10, 30. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this greeting card bundle here, which is the 8, 16, 24 pieces. And this is what you want to pay attention to, whether you use Printify, whether you use your own printer at home, whatever it is, you want to make sure you're paying attention to the finishing. You want to look at the shipping time. You want to look at the cost. Now, remember, this is a bundle of 8, 16, or 24. So this is the cost that you're paying for 8 greeting cards. And I think it comes with the envelope as well. So that's perfect. So it's about 10:59 average production days, and you get to do all over print. Here is just the samples that'll show you here on like where you can add your design. So they have a vertical version as well as a horizontal. And you can also write in the inside, which is super dope. It's a matte finish and this gives you the size, right? So it's 4.25 by 5 by 5 inches. However, you want to look at the print area size, which I'm going to show y'all when we go in, because this is going to be important. And then you also want to look at the reviews, right? So they have 9.5 stars. They ship from the USA. So here's it is, United States, and it's through the manufacturer Cat Print. So we're going to go ahead and click this green button here that says start designing. And as we're designing, you want to take notice of the actual print area. So if you click on this eye here, it'll tell you the print area size. So the print area size is 2625 by 1725 pixels. So, and this also gives you, right, double check the bleed area, which I'm going to show you that. You want to make sure your design covers the entire print area. This includes the bleed area marked in gray. Otherwise, the size of your product might be left blank. Important design elements should remain within the safe area marked with dashed line, as they might be cut off if it's left outside. So I'm going to just go ahead and explain that to y'all in simple terms. So basically, anything inside of here is considered the print area, right? Inside of this black line. And anything on the outside is the bleed. So what it's saying is you want to make sure your design covers the entire print area and it includes the bleed. So you want to make sure your design goes all the way to the edge, which you'll see in here, right? I left a border, but when I go in the inside, I can stretch it out just a little bit. So I'm going to show you how I got to that part. So let's go back to here, Printify. So that's why you want to know the size, because when you go in ChatGPT, we're going to have the size at 2625 by 1725. We're going to have to do a custom size. And you want to go ahead and get your snipping tool. If you have a Mac, there is a snipping tool. If you have a Windows PC, you have a snipping tool. You'll go at the bottom of your windows and you'll type in snipping tool. I already have my snipping tool here, or you can just crop it. And what you're going to do, which I like to do, this is just the easiest way. There's multiple ways to do it, but this is the way I like to do it. You're going to grab your snipping tool and you're going to snip as closely as you can just to get the inside of the area, right? Because you want to be able to use this as a template. Now, keep in mind, they do have a downloadable template that you could use, but I like to just snip it. And then basically you'll file save as, and you'll save it into your downloads and you'll snip it, right? So then when you snip it, you're going to head over to Canva. We're going to go back inside of Canva. And when we're in the inside, we're going to head back over to Canva because we want to go ahead and go to custom size. So you're going to go to create a design and you're going to go to custom size. And inside of here, you're going to type in 2625 by 1725 because remember, that is the full print area design of your actual image. Well, not image, I should say greeting card printing area for Printify. And they also have a front side and they have an inside. So I'm going to head back over to the design. And inside of your uploads, you're going to upload that file that was snipped. So as you can see, I have it here. You'll click on upload files. And once you upload that snip, or like I said, you could download the template. If you click I and you hit download design template, you can also download the design template and it'll give you the template as well. But I like snipping it just because because it makes it easier for me. And once you actually have it snipped, you're going to come into your design. You have to zoom in just a little bit and you're going to just stretch it out. Stretch it out to the end and just make sure that it fills the entire paper, right? So it's okay if it's a little bit off as well, because again, you're going to stretch it out a little bit at the end. So now that I have the design, I know that this is my print area. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to grab a shape, which I'm going to grab this square here. And I'm just going to put 2 different colors inside of this square just for right now, because I'm just basically setting up the design workspace. And I always leave a little bit of space right here over the line, because I found that when you're actually printing it, going a little bit over the dotted lines for the front side, you won't see like this as a border. Even though it's fine if you do see it as a border, it still looks good, but I like to have it just a little bit different. So I'm going to change this color. Obviously, we'll change it to, just change it to this color for right now. Change it to like a pink, because we're going to change it to the color of the design, right? So now I have this. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to be able to separate the front from the back for right now. It's going to get deleted out, but I just need to know what side is the front and what side is the back as I'm designing. And this is basically how you set up your workspace. So as you're setting up the workspace, you're going to go ahead and then head over to ChatGPT, right? So once you head over to ChatGPT, you want to go ahead and start to put your prompt in. So, of course, I have a prompt. ChatGPT will give you a hard time, especially I found that since I have 4.0, like I need to change out some of the wording and some of the prompt, because it doesn't give me the illustrations like I wanted to. So it has its pros and its cons. So here's the prompt that I use, because again, I'm doing a watercolor design and I want it to be a full color background, because I'm going to put it on this background right here, right? Which I also generated inside of ChatGPT, and I will leave that prompt for you so you can have it when you're actually wanting to create backgrounds like this. So I'll leave that below in the description. So I'm just going to head back over here to the design, right? So now let me go back to ChatGPT, and I'm just going to copy this just because I already was generating just for the sake of time. Because sometimes you'll just be clicking all day. And if you generate images too quickly, they're going to like stop you and pause you out, even though you have a paid version, which is so silly. So I'm going to wait until it gives me a design of my desired look. So, this is sort of like full body. You could open it up. I always like to open it up. And like a lot of times when you do full body, sometimes the eyes doesn't look too good, but like then you see like the half a body, but now the purse is just not on her hand. Right. So you could go ahead and tell ChatGPT if you like it and don't like it. I want to see, I know her eyes are messed up. I could just tell from here. So I'm always going to put a bad response and I'm going to say like, not factually correct, did not follow instructions because, like I said, AI is imperfect. See, now they're doing a memory updated for what it is that it wanted to do. But you could spend quite some time generating. So some of these images are really nice. You could use these for other photos, right? For greeting cards. For this particular photo, obviously we want a full body, but not with the hair cut off, even though you could make it look like that. So these images didn't necessarily work. So they're asking me, was this response better or worse? So again, I'm just going to keep generating until I get something that's decent. So this is a process. It does take time. I know in the videos, sometimes when I leave the prompts, like sometimes you say you don't get the exact thing. Yes, sometimes I don't either because it just takes time. See how her eyes are messed up. Full body ChatGPT hasn't mastered yet. It's easier to use Midjourney for full body. They typically give you better prompt. Well, I should say it's a hit or miss there too, but I'll do another video to show you the difference. But I'm just going to basically keep generating. But I do have a link below for images that's already generated. So you don't have to worry about doing this process. So as you can see, this is nice, but it's not full body. So again, I'm going to put didn't follow instructions because it's just not following instructions. And sometimes you have to play around with the prompt. So I'm going to actually change this because I just realized that I did not have full body in it. And that's what I need to put. So, because she is standing tall. And then I'm going to put in quotation marks, full body, right? So I always want to indicate, and sometimes you could put it in the front, in the middle, towards the end, and just like duplicate it a bunch of times so the actual response of the Chat GPT gets it. So as you can see, it's now giving me better, but her feet are still cut off, and I need for it to give me shoes. So this can take some time, but I just wanted to illustrate that, which is why I already have the photo that I'm going to use. But I do want to illustrate that it does take time. All right. So now like this one here is decent. So I could download this one, right? It's a little decent. So we'll download that one just so I could take y'all through beginning to end on how to like crop these out and everything like that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back here. Well, I'm going to head back to this design because this is the main one that we're working on. And then I'm just going to click add a page. So when I click add a page, I'm going to go to uploads and I'm going to upload that newest design, which is here. And I'm going to hit open. Now I'm going to rotate this over using the circle. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because I need to see the design. Oops. You want to pull only from the corners because I want to see the design. And I know her eyes aren't perfect, but we're just going to use this for demonstration. And now I'm just cropping it. And this one is easy. You don't have to erase anything. If you needed to erase, you would use the magic eraser to erase it out. But this one is perfect because they were spaced out. So I don't necessarily have to use the eraser. You do have to have the pro version. Anything with a crown, you have to have the pro version. And then I'm just removing the background. Right. So I'm removing the background and I would just go ahead and make it bigger because then I can add it to the design. And then we want to upscale this. And obviously, y'all know how we upscale. We go to bigjpg.com. Like I already did one, and we upscale it. You hit select images, upscale it, download it, and re-upload it back into Canva in the upscale version, right? Which is what we did here in this first design here. Okay, so now that we have her, right, and we're going to use her for right now. She's not perfect, but for demonstrations, we're going to use her. I'm going to head back over to my uploads. Now, here is the actual background that I want to use. So I'm going to drag this up, right? And again, we already are using the template. So I'm going to drag this up. And when you'll see the prompt, I made it portrait just so I could be able to drag it like this, right? Because then I could stretch it, give it a little stretch. And then when we put it inside a design, so now that I have this design in there, as you can see, we're good to go. And now I know that this is my back cover, and I'm going to change it. It's going to pick up the colors in the picture, as you can see under document colors. So I'm just going to change it to this color as well, because I like the way this pink offsets this actual front part of the card. And then I'm just going to go ahead and copy this over. Now this will be your upscaled image that you'll put into the AI, whatever image upscaler you use. I use BIG JPG. You have a bunch of them: Topaz, Gigapixel. It's a lot of them. I just use that one because it's easier. And now you'll just paste this into the scene, right? So once you paste this into the scene, you want to make sure it's lined up, because obviously it's so big. But in real life, she wouldn't be standing all the way at the top of the store, right? So we got to make it real. So we're going to put her down some, right? And this is good. Like, this is about right. She a little tall, you know, like she a little tall. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling this, like feeling the look. And we gonna make it special for her because we want to take these words out. And a good thing about not ChatGPT, but Canva is, in the pro version, you can actually take out words, erase words, and different things like that. So as you can see here, I was able to put happy birthday. So I want to show you how I did that. So when you go here, you're going to click on edit, right? And you're going to go to the magic eraser. Now I'm going to turn the brush size down, and I'm going to make it probably about 8. Yep, just enough. So I'm just erasing what I need, right? So I'm just going to erase as much as I can, and then I'm going to hit erase. And sometimes it doesn't erase all of it. You'll see like some little specks and spots like you see right here, and you'll just go over it again, and then it'll go bye-bye. And then I always like to zoom in just to check it out, make sure we're good to go. You always want to make sure you're zooming into your design. So this is perfect. So you just hit the X button, and now it is gone, right? And I'm zoomed in. And you could also get rid of this as well if you want to, but I like it. You could customize it. You can do whatever you want. So I figured this is a great place to put happy birthday. It's right here, a nice border. So now you could just go ahead and go to text. You could search by birthday font or like happy birthday font if you don't know what font you want to use. And you could do something like that. So let's see what happy girl looks like. And then you click on happy girl, and we'll bring this in. You want to make sure you're using this font. So I'm going to put happy birthday, and then we're gonna move it over to here, right? I actually like this font, and I would keep this for the inside as well. So I just want to make sure that it's gonna fit inside and that it looks like it's actually inside the top, right? So this looks perfect, and I don't have to fade it out. Typically, if it's too dark, I would fade it out, but since it's already kind of faded, I don't really have to. Now you could keep it a little light. I'm gonna move it up maybe to about 90. I might move it up a little bit more because I think like since it's already faded, it looks good like this. So now I'm just zooming in just to make sure that I have it like this is a little up. So I'll probably just bring it down just a little bit. And then I want to make sure that it's centered and even. So now I'm going to look at it from far, and I like the way this looks, right? So this looks good to me. So I like it. It's just that simple. So now that I have that laid out, I want to go ahead and just make a stamp in the back if you have a business. So I could go to elements, I could add in like a circle, whatever your logo is, ideally would go here. So we'll just make this our logo for now, and we'll do, we're gonna go ahead and do transparent. So we're gonna go to border, right? So once we go to border, you can see you can make it dark, you can make it lighter. So obviously I want it to be as light as possible. So I'll probably make it about I like it at a 1. So either a 1 or a 2. It's a little bit bigger now, but I'm gonna make it smaller. And then I'm gonna go to text, and I'm gonna go ahead and just do like a script text just for purposes of it being like a logo. And then I'm gonna add in my business name. So let's just make a business name up. So we're gonna call it Special Moments. And we're gonna add that into here, right? So we're just gonna assume that's the name of the business. We could add like a little crown in here. You'll just search your tools. So I just wanted to add something inside of the shape, the vibe of like a logo, like of a card. All right. So now you'll use whatever your font is. So you don't necessarily have to use this font here. This is considered Happy Girl. So you could go in and you could type your business information using the same font if you want to, but you don't have to. Crafty Girls is nice too, nice font, but you can't, right? So we'll type it out and see how it looks. Always change it. So www.specialmoments.com, right? And we'll just make this smaller and we'll bring it right underneath. But we'll keep it like this for now. And then I'm going to put whatever social media I'm on as well right underneath it. And then some people have like quotes or different types of stuff. Definitely 2 S's. And you definitely always want to zoom in. So I like to zoom in when I'm working at the bottom of anything just so I can see. All right. So special moments. So we'll move this up. And then we want to go ahead and get the IG symbol, assuming that this is going to be on Instagram, right? And we're just going to make this smaller. And we're going to put this, line this up here, line this up. And then now I'm going to zoom back out to check it out to see how it looks. And it's like, okay, cool. So now you have your information here, and I'm just going to group everything so it's easier. So I'm going to zoom in, and I'm just going to click over every icon, every word, and I'm going to make this and then I'm going to group it together. So now I'm going to group it so I can move it around, right, as I please. So now I can move this, hit the undo button if you make a mistake. So now I can move this around. But now I have like my business information, all of that stuff inside of here. It's like good to go. So now I could just delete this picture out of the background. So the reason why I keep it with the gray border is because it's easier for me to delete it. Now there's other ways to do it. You could lock it and then unlock it, but this is just super easy, and then you just delete it. And then you could also do the same thing. So I could go ahead and hit this picture, because remember, I made this color in the background, which is fine because you won't be able to see it when it's printed. I could click on this and I could click position, and then I'm going to move this picture to the back. So when I move this to the back, it's going to pick up that first square, and then I'm just going to hit delete, right? So now there's nothing in the back. Right? There's nothing in the back anymore. There's a lot of ways to do it, but that's just the most simple way, right? I just like to do simplicity. Now you have the white edges, and when you bring it into Printify, you can stretch it out. You can stretch it out here as well if you want to, but I like it like this because I know that I'm in the print area. So now that I have this created, I'm going to go ahead and go to share, and I'm going to go to download. And I'm going to download, make sure it's on the right page. And it'll tell me, right, all pages, page 1. I'm going to download page 1 as a PNG. I'm going to hit download. So I'm going to download this and then upload it into Printify, because that's like the last step. All right. So it's downloaded. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go to uploads. So you're going to upload it from wherever it is on your device that you're using, and you're going to upload it into the print space, right? So here is the actual greeting card, and greeting cards are a hit. So y'all definitely want to get on a greeting card, definitely want to grab the templates below. You definitely want to grab the images below because yeah, it's just a hit. So as you can see, the gray area is here already because I just pretty much took the template. So you can drag it out, like I said. Remember what I told y'all, because we leave a little bit of room. So you could drag it out just a little bit if you want to, like over the edges, but you'll be good to go for the print area. And I always just drag from the corners because if you don't drag from the corners, kind of mess it up if you drag from the sides. So I just make sure that it's over to the gray, and then you're going to hit preview. Now, this is the part that I was talking about. You see this little border here. Sometimes it creates the border. And I actually like the border on the card. So I'm good to go with having a border. But if you don't want to, you would just move this over just slightly, like I said. And even in the design, you can move it over just a little bit above the line. But obviously, you want to make sure that you move this in because you don't want to cut off the bottom. So if you do that, because you definitely have to be above your print space. So now we have to fix this. I have to actually move this up because it's too close to the bottom. So I'm going to move this up some because you don't want it to be cut off in your design. So that's fine. And I need to duplicate this anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this because we need to actually write words on the inside. So I'm going to again duplicate this box, and I'm going to make it a white box. And since I took off the gray border, right? And this will just be, we'll leave it this color for right now, just so I'll know that it's in this box. And you could go ahead again, like I said, I'm going to use that same Happy Girl font, and you could write whatever saying you want inside of the card, right? So and we just do Paris, right? So, and then you could go to elements and find like a Paris icon if you want to, some type of Paris icon. So you click these space in here, and I'm just going to bring it up together. And this is just assuming that she's going to Paris. And I have like a little tower. And you can actually put it in the background or like right here. I like the design like this. So, you know, we're good to go. So I can just delete this out. And then again, I'm going to go to position. And then I'm just going to position this to the back because I just want to delete this out. I want to make sure I delete this, and I want to make sure I delete her out of it because this is going to be the front side of the card, right? So you could leave the happy birthday if you want to, but you know, we already said that on the front. So I'm taking the happy birthday out. I'm going to hit the X, and again, I move this design up. So now we're going to re-download it. So sometimes you got to make adjustments. So I'm going to download the first page again, and then I'm going to download the second page. So go to share, and we're going to download the second page. You just go ahead and simply fill out the survey. And that's all you got to do. So make sure you are taking the time out to do that. And, you know, check out the descriptions and the discounts that you get below as well, because we are here to help. So I'm going to delete this out. So whenever you have to delete something inside the workspace, just go ahead and hit delete. So I hit delete, and I'm going to upload the new designs. And now, mind you, it's on front side, as you can see. So go ahead and add this in. Add the corrected one, and you'll be able to see the difference because I moved it up, which I meant to move it up originally, but it's okay. So now we're good to go. When we stretch the card out, it's a little bit out of the bleed area, so that's fine. So when it prints, you know, you'll be good to go, right? So, and again, like I said, anything over the lines is the bleed area, the, you know, the black part, right? And this is the print area where the dotted lines are. So, you know, just move that in a little bit, and that's the front side. And then you're going to click on inside, and now we're going to upload the inside of it. So we're going to go ahead and upload the inside. And this is just the inside. So you have the front side and then you have the inside. So the front side has the front cover and the back cover, and the inside obviously has both flaps. I'm only going to write in on the right side of the inside of the card. So that's the only place I want to do. And then you always click on preview and you can see, and you won't be able to see the border. You will be able to see the border a little bit, like I said, but I'm going to show you how you can move that over. Some people like this look, so I just tend to do both, how you can actually move it over some. So now we're back to the design, and you'll just move it over just a little bit, and you'll see it will no longer be aligned, right? So still good to go. So this is pretty much the print preview, how it would look, and you could click download so you can have your mock-ups if you need to do it. You can see the whole card view from the open flap. Sometimes if you want to adjust where this is because we moved it over, you can. It just depends on the look that you're going for. Just simple, easy adjustments, just moving it over from the right to the left. And I love it. We hope you have a blast in Paris and we're downloading it because people love personable cards. So send your friend off to Paris the right way. And now you're good to go. So then once you're done with that, you'll hit save product. And from there, you'll be able to, ship out the card. Order the card. It'll save inside of your Printify store or shop. And you can actually save it and print it from there. But this is basically how it would look. And let's check out the front cover just a little bit bigger so we can see. But I'm really feeling the card. It's looking really good. And we're just going to look at the mock-up so we can check it out. But that's basically how you do a greeting card with a background. And like I said, I'm going to leave the prompts below so everybody will have the opportunity to look at the actual, and don't get frustrated because sometimes it takes some time to get the look that you want. But I'm really liking it, right? Obviously, we would use a different image because I don't really like her eyes. But again, just doing a demonstration here. And this is how the card would actually look. This is going to be the fronts. And then we'll go ahead and look at the inside of the cover. And this will be the inside, right? So now you have two nice mock-ups. It even gives you the shadows already, which is perfect. So now you have the mock-ups of the front side, and then, the inside, and then you have the front and then the back. I love it. And you have a place for people to reach out to you. So you always want people to know how to contact you whenever you're sending out your stuff to people, no matter what. Because when they see your friend on her birthday with the card, they're going to say, oh my gosh, I love this. Who did you get it from? And boom, right there in the back. Special moments, baby. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, don't forget to read the descriptions, y'all. And just comment, share, like, and subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Send this out to 5 to 10 people that you know may need the help, that's looking to get creative, create greeting cards, because you can sell them anywhere. On Etsy, you can sell them on your own shop, on Shopify, so many different places, Stand Store, wherever it is. But go ahead and get your own personalized set. And again, these come in 8, 16, and 24 for about 10, 11 bucks. So if you order 8, you could do the math, sell it for what you want to sell it for, and make some money for people's birthdays during the holidays and different things like that. And you're just using some Wi-Fi, Canva, ChatGPT, and that's it, right? Very simple. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Let me know what other videos you are looking for. And I can't wait to see y'all make these greeting cards. All right. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. And y'all continue to be great.